Hello and happy November. How did we get here so quickly? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day, a blessed day, and getting 1% better than yesterday. And breaking free from anything that's holding you back from having the best day ever and becoming the best version of yourself. I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm excited about today's topics. I'm just excited about today in general. It snowed here today. It snowed here pretty good. None of it really stuck. It's kind of melting right now. The sun has peeked out, but I mean, it was dark. It was dreary. The snow was coming down, and I liked it. I'm not going to say I loved it, but I liked it. I found like a beauty in it of this time of year. Like the holidays are starting to come. I can accept a little bit of darkness, a little bit of wet and cold and snow, and I'm glad I didn't get too freaked out about it. So I was happy about that. I want to get into some of today's topics. My October 2023 side hustle income report. I had 5 income streams, and I want to tell you what they were and what they added up to. I want to talk a little bit about the 10 best frozen candies that you can eat. There are some that I never would have brought up or would have thought of. 2 of my favorites are on the list. There's candy is one thing that I need to break free from. That's for darn sure. But it's that time of year, and I'm sure we might have had a little candy yesterday. And finally, I want to bring up these. I got like a little stack of these note cards, and I had them lined around the door frame of my bedroom closet. And as I would get ready for work, or get ready for the day, I'd glance at these, and it's almost kind of like my commonplace book. And what a commonplace book is, you acquire knowledge, you get it from here or there, you read it in a book, or you hear somebody say it, or you figure something out, and you write it down, and you kind of organize it. Could be like cards from philosophers, or money tips, or exercise tips, or diet tips, and then you can go back and you can research your notes, and there's info is readily accessible. And I think it's a good thing to review what we have learned, what I have learned. And I also think about this can be a video to return to. This can be a video for my kids one day. This can be a video where you might pause and get 12 or 13 index cards and write these ones down. And I'll just kind of get into it. Some of the things that I found interesting enough to want to look at every day as I was starting a shift at work or starting my day of breaking free. The first is a quote by Viktor Frankl. It says, "Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing. The last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given moment, any set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." So we can have our own attitude going into work, starting a work week, ahead of a busy day. It's cruddy, wet, snowy, dark weather out there. Whether we're in traffic, whether we don't want to be in the grocery store, anything that might upset us. Power went out, whatever. We got to diet. We got to give up the wicked sweets and all that stuff. We can always choose our own way. Everything can be taken from us, but our attitude can still remain. So I wrote that down. Viktor Frankl, I believe he was a Holocaust camp survivor, and even when everything else was stripped away from him, he still found out that his attitude could still remain. And I believe he has a lot of Stoic philosophies also. The next index card is, every day you wake up, you have one job: to be better than yesterday. 1% better is what we preach around here. Small gains that are going to compound over time. And not just in money, and not just in health, and not just in fitness, but all around. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you name it. I like this one. Everything you are now is the result of the choices you made 5, 10, 25 years ago. Everything you will be 5, 10, 25, 50 years from now will be the result of the choices that you make today. The choices that you make saving, the choices that you make with your diet, with your health, with your workout, with your stretches. Any choice you make today will be the result down the line. And then stop giving in to instant gratification to start applying delayed gratification. And look how much better your life will be. You are the result of your past decisions. Turn your shoulds into musts. What are the things that you must do that you think that you should do? I should diet. I should go to bed a little bit earlier. I should wake up a little bit earlier. I should go for more walks. You name it. Turn your shoulds into musts. To change your identity, 2 things apply. Decide the type of person you want to be and prove it to yourself with small wins. Are you going to be a healthy person? Prove it to yourself with small ways. Get up a couple minutes earlier. Skip those snacks. Eat another salad. Fix yourself a salad for today, for tomorrow. Do 10 push-ups. Do 10 jumping jacks. Try a couple yoga stretches. Small wins. Change your identity. And it could be anything. It could be yourself at work. You're complaining. You could cut down on your complaining. Have a small win. Whether you want to journal, whether you want to read more. Stack up some small wins to change your identity and prove it to yourself. The next card we got here is look but don't touch sweets, cigs, beer to gain self-control. I like that. It's not burying your head in the sand, but can you control yourself when there's naughtiness around you? And there's plenty of naughtiness around me right now. Some extra Halloween candy, and if you're out with friends who are drinking and smoking, can you withstand that? Can you look and not touch to gain self-control? And then I underline this: make iron self-discipline a habit. I think that was a quote from the biography of Teddy Roosevelt that I read, and he was kind of like a sickly boy. He was smart and had a lot of energy, and he really took the time to form his body and to form his health, and he made iron-clad self-discipline a habit. Next card I got here is get 1% better every day. Callous your mind. Step out of your comfort zone into your discomfort zone. That is where you're going to grow. Callous your mind. I used to have a little bit of calluses right here when we lift, and that's going to make your skin stronger, right? So every time that you can look at that treat and not smoke, every time that you can get up on time, get to work on time, work out, every time that you build the habit bonfire, when you start throwing the good stuff on there, you're callousing your mind and it's becoming stronger, and you're not going to give in to your impulses and whims and cravings. I like this one. This is one that I live by. Instead of wondering when your next vacation is, set up a life that you do not have to escape from. My life's pretty good. I don't need to escape from it. Every day is a blessing, and I do not take those for granted. The next thing is don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Learn while doing. Just start. Just start. I think about that on my real estate journey. Think about that with reselling, with starting a side hustle. I've made plenty of mistakes in everything that I've ever done. This channel, whatever it is, just start. Do not let perfect be the enemy of good. Just start and learn while you're doing it. I love this. See each day as a training session. See each obstacle as fuel. If I take a blow from maybe an insult or whatever it is, whatever obstacle stands in your way throughout the day, I'm sparring. And life is full of blows, right? It's not an easy cakewalk. And, okay, who are you taking that blow from? Your boss. Could be your spouse if you're fighting. Could be your neighbor. Could be your ex. Whatever it is, whoever is coming at you. If you take that blow, you're sparring. And I've learned about my sparring partner. And my sparring partner has learned about me and how I react. So, are you going to be able to take that punch? Are you going to freak out? Are you going to cry? Are you going to lose your mind and melt down? Or they're going to see how you react. Are you going to react calmly and coolly and above it and stay with your standards and not melt down and take the high road and be the bigger man or woman? And it says sparring, right? It's because we do not need to pick up anything to have our protection. It's all within us. We can control how we take and how we respond to the blows that we are going to have in life. And how do we respond? hopefully with positivity and becoming the best version of ourselves and breaking free from anger and from stress and from hatred and jealousy, and the list goes on. I like this one. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Truly is. Truly is. That's the goal. This is a great quote by Marcus Aurelius. Do not be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. Whoa, that is the mind-blowing part. It's one thing to complain. And, maybe I'm not at work, or maybe I'm at work and we're getting crushed and I don't like what's going on. And, okay, maybe I won't say it, but maybe what if I mumble into myself, I fucking hate this. I hate this. People, why are they still here? I just want to get out of here. Or, you're around the house. No, don't even complain, not even to yourself. That is legendary philosophy that's 2,000 years old. It's a practice. It's a practice. This kind of reminds me of the first one that Viktor Frankl came up with, and shocking because he, I think, really applied the Stoic philosophy to his life. This is by Marcus Aurelius. This is, very little is needed to make a man happy in life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. We don't need anything else to make us happy. It's all within ourselves. And the last card is take action. And my sloppy writing. But take action, take action. And I'll move on to my October 2023 Side Hustle Income Report. So I had 5 income streams. The first is Instacart. I made $565.44. The next is Receipt Hog. That is an app where you scan your receipts from stores. You build up a certain amount of points and you can cash them in a number of different ways. I like to get Amazon gift cards. It can help around Christmas time. It also helps for supplies that I need for my flipping. I can get record boxes off Amazon and bubble wrap. And my receipts help fund that, so that's really nice. Mowing, I made $30. Of course, the grass isn't growing too much this time of year. I do have some snow blowing possibilities coming up. So mowing $30. Flipping $244. That is the least that I've made all year. And that's still pretty good. Like, that would be my goal. Previously, like selling $500 to $1,000 worth of stuff. That's not very easy. Especially this time of year. I have been hanging on to my records lately. I haven't been listing as much. I've been listing some of my death pile, they call it, the stuff that you haven't had listed that's been, just chilling upstairs, some clothes, some hats, some just random things that I'm trying to get listed instead of the records. And then Walmart Spark, $728.03. All those 5 income streams, Instacart, Receipt Hog app, mowing, flipping, and Walmart Spark equals $1,572.47. If you were to times that by 12, it would be $18,869.64. Almost $19K. And I felt like I was just screwing around. You definitely can find a couple hours to Walmart Spark and to Instacart shop. It's not hard. It is just grocery shopping. Receipt Hog, it's just an app. Scan your receipts. Mowing and snow blowing, maybe those aren't your two things, but I bet you can find something to make another $30 with. Flipping, look for anything around your house. Start going to thrift stores. Start looking up what things are valuable, whatever it might be, whether it's records, books. I'm just looking around the house. Board games, clothes, cookbooks, toys, you name it. You can start finding things, and you don't got to get to $244. Get to $5, get to $10, get to $5 a day, or $10 a week, and then grow from there. So again, that's pretty good. And then let's get into the frozen candies just for fun to end off this episode of JB Breaks Free. Best frozen candies. York Peppermint Patties. I've never had one frozen. Skittles. Never would have thought of it. Lemon Heads. Okay. Haribo gummy bears. Mounds. I never used to like Mounds and Almond Joy, but I do now. Milky Ways. Some of my favorites. My two favorites are Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Snickers. Oh man, I love a good frozen Snickers, but watch your teeth. And then Payday I've never had. Have you ever had any of those frozen? like I said, I love Reese's. I love Snickers. If I had to try another one, it would probably be a York peppermint patty. Let me know if you've ever had one or if you have one to add to the list. Or probably, if even better yet, you just are giving the candy a break, which I know I need to do. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're breaking free. I hope you're getting 1% better than yesterday. Let me know how you're doing. I hope you had a happy Halloween. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Break free.